Oh my God. That's just an illusion. All of you, on your feet. Open fire. Get rid of all these heretics. Do you think the same trick will work on me twice? Fire. Keep firing. Don't let up. Don't let him come any closer. Don't let up. Don't let him come any closer. What's the matter? Is this all the firepower you have? It's not even enough to tickle me. The Union's so-called world-dominating firearms only amount to this much. The Union's so-called invincible cyborgs are nothing more than chicks when faced with the martial arts of Chiang Mai. People of the Union, do you see it now? Our dignified country is one of tidy clothes and courteous manners, but in our moment's neglect, you barbarians took advantage of us whilst we were soundly asleep. Now that we're gradually waking up, it's time to sweep away you vile fiends and rise once again to the top of the world. So it turns out that there was such a realm of martial arts. Our empire's martial arts won't lose out against the Union's science and technology then. Yun Tao, do you repent? Master, I was wrong. I'll get the people of the empire back on their feet. As for you, atone for your sins with your life. Title unlocked. Why did it unlock? Title. National Soul unlocked 1 out of 2, current effect. You've accepted the belief that a nation should protect its country. The cost of all your defensive skills have been reduced by 90%. Unlock conditions. 1. Punish a national traitor to awaken the nation's spirit completed. The cost of defensive skills is reduced by 90%? What an incredible effect. Just now, I was worried if the Union still had more people and guns. I will be swarmed by shelling and sooner or later die to attrition. Now there's no need to worry about that anymore. Grandmaster Xie, you're really God's chosen, the hero who was sent from the heavens to aid the Chiang Mai Empire. Grandmaster Xie, this is the manuscript for the skill I just used. A moment ago, you were the first one who had the guts to step forward. Not bad at all. From today onwards, you're the chief disciple of the God Fist Hall. You need to spread this martial art, the heavenly guard, to every martial artist within the empire to make them as fierce as dragons. The level of martial arts in this world is really too low, and I'm going to be leaving after all, so leaving them the heavenly guard can be seen as a small contribution. How could I accept such an important assignment? I'm sure you can handle it. Now go. The battle just now made me gain some insight, so let me circulate my energy and meditate here for a little while. I'll definitely live up to your expectations. It'll take time for them to cultivate the heavenly guard. In the meantime, I have to completely obliterate the Union's military bases in Chiang Mai. The nation's practice of high-level martial arts will only allow martial artists to gain the resolve to rebuild the nation's confidence. For the people of Chiang Mai to live a better life, the power of science and technology is also indispensable. If Chiang Mai wants to hold sway over the whole world, they'll have to, along with their martial arts, either develop their own technology, or invade the Union and steal theirs. I really don't know what this world will be like in the future, but the name of Xie Yan, the god of martial arts, will live on in legend. Commander, there's an incoming call from the lab. Commander, we've figured it out. Unbelievably, he can use an unknown energy to form a defensive force field around him. The Empire's martial arts really does have its wonders. I didn't ask you to come here to study how powerful the Empire's martial arts are, but to find a way to deal with him. When he was hit by the railgun, the defensive force field around him showed a visible change, so there's definitely a way to defeat him. If we take a closer look here, when he was hit by our railgun, The defensive force field protecting his body suddenly dropped by 25%. As long as the same attack hits him 4 times. No, 5 times. 5 times will surely breach his defensive force field. Relay my orders to all personnel. Immediately mobilize 10 top-class cyborgs to form a special task force to encircle and annihilate Xie Yan. If they're not enough, then just dispatch some more. This person has become a thorn in our Union side and must be eradicated as soon as possible. Reporting, sir. All soldiers of the 1st and 2nd battalions have been assembled. Good. I believe all of you have already received the order to eliminate Xie Yan. You may wonder, why do we need to mobilize so many forces to deal with a single imperial martial artist? Before now, I too would have expressed such disbelief. However, it was this very man who killed all our soldiers and cyborgs who were present during the Yingqin Grand Competition. As such, we are not going to hesitate to deploy 10 Thunderbolt-class cyborgs here to encircle and annihilate Xie Yan. We can't let our guard down. We're going to have to pull out all the stops to finish this one. Everyone, get out of the way. What the hell is going on? It's Xie Yan. Xie Yan is here. How's it going, my friends from the Yinglun Union? Xie Yan, you're digging your own grave. Fire. Pound him with everything we got. Bring him down. It seems that my friends from the Yinglun Union are all fired up. How could we have such a spectacle without some background music? How is it possible that bullets don't hurt him at all? What kind of monster is he? Is he a cyborg too? Seeing here you have no musical instruments. I'll sing it myself. How about the Great Wall shall never fall? It sounds appropriate for this occasion, no? My countrymen had been sleeping but now they're waking up. Where the hell are the Thunderbolt-class cyborgs? Why aren't they here yet? Take a close look. Whose slave do you think we are? Open your goddamn eyes. Ah, they're here. The Thunderbolt-class cyborgs are here. Because we momentarily cowered and were forbearing, your arrogance rose day by day. All Thunderbolt-class cyborgs, follow my orders. Take aim at Xie Yan. Blast him. We got him. No, it can't be. He's still singing. Monster, monster. Open your mouths, and loudly shout. This is a land of warriors. No, this can't be happening. All of you, advance. Kill him, kill him. You bandits who dared to invade. Our band will finally mete out your demise. Stop him, send out the tanks. The Great Wall shall never fall, the Yellow River shall keep on raging. Xie Yan, this is a Union military base, and you're but a single person. There's no way for you to contend with our entire army. Our land is dotted with beautiful mountains, rivers and groves of lush trees, so where does my country look sick to you? Haha, the tanks are here. Your fate is sealed. Oh? It doesn't look very strong? Do you think we're going to let our country get trampled upon again? My God. The sleeping lion is waking up. All right, I finished singing the background song. Now, let me tell you something. What you're standing on isn't a Union military base, but the land of the Qian Ming Empire. Remember, we're the hosts here and you're the uninvited guests. Now, on behalf of the millions of people of the Qian Ming Empire, I just want to say one thing to you. Get the fuck out of our land. The Air Force branch had all bombers take off carrying Hellfire bombs. Their destination is our military base in the city of Haijiao. The target is Xie Yan, a man from Maine. Don't worry about anything. Once I catch sight of Xie Yan, I'll immediately blow him to pieces. Origin points obtained Fears 0.01 points June Emily. Origin points obtained Fears 0.01 points Alexandra Boudica. I'm receiving a steady stream of origin points. Looks like all that trouble I've caused is paying off. I fear that if I hadn't shown powers far beyond human limits, I wouldn't have got this many origin points. It's too bad that I won't have this unprecedented opportunity to play God and grind these mobs once I return to the main world. However, the quest is to keep the Union from invading the Empire, and with the Union's power, I suppose that their desire for the Empire's land won't disappear unless they're beaten back to the Stone Age. This will be a long war. And no matter what I do, it seems I'll still have to stay for another 4 or 5 years, so there will be plenty of opportunities ahead. The original owner's identity has been a huge asset to me, so as a matter of course, I'll fulfill his last wish. Now, let me cut off the Union's tentacles slithering across the Empire. I've killed almost all of their soldiers. As long as I get rid of their commander as well, the first step of my plan will be a flawless success. Perfect. I interrogated this officer a moment ago, and found out their commander is hiding below ground. Huh, an air raid? Humph, they don't have enough firepower on the ground. So now they've called in the Air Force to try their luck at bombing? I surely won't be able to defeat the planes by running around, and it seems that I've already demolished everything I could use as a bunker in the surrounding area. Might as well, I still haven't unlocked the fight against guided missiles with your bare body achievement in this world. So let us see which is tougher. Your Union's bombs. Or my fist. What? Goodness, it didn't even explode. Don't tell me that your Union's bombs are just toys for show? Phew, I take back what I said. They're the real deal. Sure enough, it's really easy for the grinding to get to your head. Now is not the time to play around fighting guided missiles with my bare body. I can't believe that my innate energy was used up in an instant and my heavenly guard was blown away. And this is with the 90% usage cost reduction effect of the national soul on the heavenly guard. Fortunately, the finger of Nirvana can also recover my energy, otherwise it would have been game over for me. I can't believe it, he's still not dead. Pulverize him. Drop all of the remaining bombs. Damn it, they're throwing so many of them at the same time. For the sake of killing me, they don't even care about their own base. Under this kind of relentless bombardment, I don't have enough time to cast my finger of Nirvana before I become scattered ashes and smoke. It seems that it's time to call it quits on the quest and return to the main world. Shit, I refuse to accept this. This trip was for nothing. I was really blinded by my greed. Because I wanted to show off in order to harvest more origin points, I am going to lose this life. I'll be sure to learn my lesson next time. Title fully unlocked. Title: National Soul, unlocked 2 out of 2, current effect. You've accepted the belief that a nation should protect its country. The usage cost of all your defensive skills will be reduced by 90% and their power will be doubled. Unlock conditions. 1. Punish a national traitor so as to awaken the nation's spirit, completed. 2. Defend the nation's honor from foreign invaders and make the country's might known, completed. The title has been fully unlocked, and the power of all my defensive skills have been doubled? In that case, the situation now is completely different. Since I can't run off, then I shouldn't. After all, I still need to calmly clean up this god-awful mess in Maine. The combination of the finger of Nirvana's ability to heal my body and recover my energy without limit with the now doubled power of the heavenly guard means that, in this world, I am invincible. Ahahaha. There isn't even going to be any ashes of him left at the center of this blast. This is the end of your opposition against the Union. Muahahaha. Impossible. Is he a demon? How the hell could he still be alive? No, I haven't lost yet. Xie Yan may be powerful, but it will still take him some time to breach this underground base. That's right, our great Union still hasn't lost yet. This is only a temporary retreat. As long as we can figure out how Xie Yan's body produces such power, we can immediately. It looks like the underground base where the commander is hiding is here. Are you ready? Here I come. Still not enough. If I want to catch that commander, I have to go deeper. You. What the hell kind of demon are you? The type of demon that is going to take your insignificant life. Done. Later, as soon as I unify Qianming, I'll invade the Union and completely beat them back to the Stone Age to thoroughly complete the quest. The user has completed the quest. The reward is 200 origin points. In 10 seconds, the user will be returned to the main world. Please make preparations. What? The quest is done? The hell? Without me, the people of Qianming have no hope of standing up against the Union? How could the quest be completed? The user has single-handedly destroyed the Union's military base, struck down their supreme commander, overturned this world's bleak fate, and changed the natural law of suppression of martial arts and promotion of science to the opposite. Thus, from now on, the Empire's martial arts will completely supersede the Union's science and technology, and the Union will dare not invade the Empire ever again. Hereby, the user has completed the quest. Crap, I did way too much. No, don't take me away. I still haven't amassed enough origin points. My precious harvest. My magnificent sustainable development plan. My farmable garlic chives. I don't wanna. Following the change of the world's natural law, the formidable power of all of the Union's scientific and technological weapons plummeted. After several years, there ceased to be any more technological advances. In contrast, the Qianming Empire's martial arts developed further with each passing day. It no longer became a pretense to say that supernatural powers could prevail over artillery shells, and that they would soon cause the whole nation's power to surpass that of the Union. Acting Master Liang Min, current chief disciple of the God Fist Hall. Grandmaster Liang. Didn't I tell you to not call me Grandmaster? What is it? After the Imperial Army of Qianming led by 3rd Senior Marshal Brother arrived at the Union of Yinglun, they marched all the way in. The Union has surrendered. Is that so? That's good. Master Liang, you're the most accomplished martial artist in the Empire. If you don't want to claim the title of Grand Master, then who else has that right? Who else is there but the one who Master Liang earnestly dreams about day and night? Oh, the man who, after destroying the Union's military base in the city of Heizhou, disappeared into oblivion, and no one has seen him ever again. Naturally, it is Grandmaster Xie Yan. Ahem, it seems that the two of you have nothing better to do? Your practice of the Heavenly Guard must be going quite well, so why don't you have a friendly match with your teacher? How could we ever compare our practice with yours, Master? Forgive me, Master. Then why aren't you still practicing? Master Xie, why is it that you haven't awakened after all this time? Do you want me to tell you the good news today? I finally did it. From now on, no one will persecute the Qianming Empire anymore. Forever. Moching sect. Pant. I was a Grand Master, a great white jade pillar that supports the sky, and a purple gold beam that bridges the sea. The one who leads his fellow soldiers to champion his country's might, and dispenses death to its invaders. It was really a heart-rending experience. I have no idea what the Qian Ming Empire will become after I'm gone. Will Liang Min manage to lead the people of Qian Ming to recover their place back at the top of the world? Seriously, system, couldn't you have let me stay in that world for a little while longer to eliminate the Union? That way I could have spared myself a whole lot of trouble later by harvesting those suckers dry. Open system panel. Let me take a look at the gains I got this time. Origin points remaining. 666.23333. Number of times you've entered another realm. 2. Realm travel function is on cooldown. I actually got over 600 origin points. The harvest this time was pretty good. Huh? What's this? I brought the National Soul title back too? Current title. National Soul, title effect. The usage cost of all your defensive skills have been reduced by 90% and their power has been doubled. Awesome, I'm so big and strong. With this I'll be able to walk sideways. I'll be invincible. Woe is me. How lonely it is to be invincible. How hollow is to be invincible. Standing at the... Hey? Who dares to sneak attack this venerable one? Sect Master. Damn it, as soon as I started putting on airs a little bit, someone gave me a ride back to reality, just my rotten luck. My dear, oh, my dear. How the hell did you practice your martial arts to have fully mastered the Heavenly Guard overnight? I hit you with 40% of my power just now, but to my surprise you came out completely unscathed? Fuck, so it was Qin Zinchi. No wonder too, since the power of her attack was stronger than the Union's bombs. This world truly deserves to be called the main world. Its level of power is far higher than that of those smaller worlds. Her strike at 40% power nearly broke through the Heavenly Guard upgraded over the level cap combined with the effect of the National Soul. If we went all out, I guess I would have immediately dropped dead. My lady, is there something you want? Nothing. I'm just a little bit curious. My dear has become a little deep and difficult to understand recently, and I just can't wrap my head around him. Shit. Qin Zinchi has every right to be curious. After all, it must be incredibly shocking for someone to fully master the Heavenly Guard in a single night. It's quite unlikely for someone to be that formidable. Ahem, cough cough. What is there to understand? If we're talking about being deep, then I'm sure my lady has already experienced how deep I can be, right? The daytime is long and suffocating. When will the good and cool nights come? Why, are you that anxious to get back to the matriarch's side? Don't blame me for not warning you, honey. The Great Elder will do you in at any time. You better not foolishly wander around outside. You better be a good boy and stick to the master like glue. I'm just the matriarch's manservant. How could I possibly pester her all day? Huh? My lady, could it be that you're jealous? You can't possibly believe that I have that kind of relationship with the matriarch, right? I've been falsely accused. There's nothing going on between the matriarch and me. I'm completely innocent. You're my one and only true love in this life. What a glib tongue you have. But with my dear's current condition, I'm afraid you're only all bark and no bite? This punk is getting smarter and smarter as of late. He's not as gullible as he used to be. Shouldn't my lady know my tongue best? How could you say I'm all bark and no bite? Titch, this bitch wants to deceive me? Does she take me for a blockhead, just like the original owner? Qin Zinchi is right though. Right now, my strength is not enough to contend with the Great Elder. The matriarch is my biggest coattail, a thigh I need to grab onto. Now that I have a decent amount of origin points, I can upgrade the Finger of Nirvana. My best bet right now is to completely heal the matriarch's injuries. Current origin points: 526. Skill Mastery. Finger of Nirvana. Current level. Level 3. Current effect. Can cure all injuries and diseases in low-level worlds. Completely restores people to their peak state. Its effectiveness weakens in middle and higher-level worlds. So expensive. It took 140 origin points to upgrade the Finger of Nirvana to level 3. And looking at the description, it doesn't seem that much has changed. I have no idea if this is enough to heal the matriarch, so why don't I upgrade it once more? Sorry, you don't have enough origin points to perform this upgrade. I have more than 500 origin points left and it's still not enough? Just how many original points are needed to upgrade the Finger of Nirvana to level 4? I'm going to give it a try whether the Finger of Nirvana at level 3 can heal the matriarch or not, but I can't be hasty about it. The time lapse between those worlds and the main world is different. From the matriarch's point of view, I just left a moment ago. I just came out a moment ago. So it would be too much of an overstatement if I returned right now and said I had found a way to heal her. I'd better postpone it for a day or two and then make up an excuse that the sect founder came to me in my dreams and furthered my knowledge of the Finger of Nirvana before I go to her. With so many origin points on hand, what's most important right now is to turn them into actual strength. Is this the elder who's in charge of guarding the Sutra Pavilion, and is second only to the sect master and the 4 great elders? He looks a little bit pocket-sized. Well met, elder. It seems that the sect master looks upon you with high regard. This is the highest level cultivation token. You can choose the most precious innate realm skills in the sect. The more than 100 martial arts books you see here are the sect's most prized collection. From the acquired realm up to the innate realm, you'll lack nothing. As long as it's a skill I can understand, I can record it in the system by looking at it once. There are so many martial arts books here, my efforts have finally paid off. The Great Reversal of Heaven and Earth. Oh, let me write this one down first. The Great Reversal of Heaven and Earth has been recorded. The Peach Blossom Tome of Knowledge. It looks very obscene. I'll take it. The Peach Blossom Tome of Knowledge has been recorded. The 18 Subduing Dragon Fists. Shouldn't it be palms? I'm not a chivalrous martial artist, but I'll write it down for later. The 18 Subduing Dragon Fists has been recorded. Hey, a god-level martial art. The Great Ode of Joy of Crossing Between Heaven and Earth and Yin and Yang. Wow, now I'll truly become invincible. With the system in hand, not only will I bag all of the secret skills in the Sutra Pavilion, but perhaps I'll also come across some unexpected joy. Isn't this how it usually goes in sexual fantasy novels? What's this little brat thinking? Laughing silly like that. This is the Moqing sect's secret ledger. It contains a record of the names and a brief introduction of all the skills in the sect. Now, hurry up and choose. Can't I go through these classics with my own hands? The information I can glean from only looking at the introduction is limited. There's no way for me to find a suitable skill for myself. That used to be the case, but it hasn't been possible since Wen Tingyun, the 48th sect master. The 48th sect master secretly learned all the skills in the pavilion with his extraordinary knack for memory retention. I don't think a little punk like you is very honest. I won't give you any opportunities for any sleights of hand. You can only choose them from here. Fuck, what a crafty old fox. Still, what's up with that Wen Tingyun? Why didn't you secretly have fun and be done with it? Why did you have to spread the word around and ruin the younger generation's prospects? Fine. I'm going to practice the strongest martial arts, and since there's innate realm skills here, I won't pick any of the ones for the acquired realm. List of inmate realm skills. The Maiden's Scripture, rank A, 1st. The Secret of Joy Technique, rank A, 9th. The Demonic Mantra for Yin, rank A, 16th. The Finger of Flowery Swords, rank A, 20th. List of acquired realm skills. The Mantra of Compassion, rank B, 30th. The Maiden's Scripture is the main canon of the sect. When practiced to the extreme, not only can one freely change between immortal and demonic cultivation, but it also allows its practitioner to maintain their youthful appearance, and the more you practice it, the more beautiful you will be. The matriarch should be practicing this one. Unfortunately, it can only be practiced by women, so it has nothing to do with me. The Secret of Joy technique is also a skill that can only be practiced by women. Its practitioners can not only follow the way of sucking life force, but also the way of wickedness and virtue to constantly hone their sexuality by utilizing their appearance of a loose bitch, yet at the same time maintain their body as lofty and unsullied. Qin Xinqi was supposed to be the latter, but then she met me. Alas, I'm such a handsome, vibrant and sinful man. Hey, Wen Tingyun? Wasn't this the guy who paraded his extraordinary knack for memory retention all over the place? I didn't expect that out of all the past generations of sect masters, he was the only one who was male, and also came up with an innate skill by himself, the Finger of Flowery Swords. With this skill, a person can use their fingers to shoot sword energy at their foes whilst in combat. This is exactly the attack class martial art that I've been sorely lacking. Say, isn't this attack method similar to the 6 Miles Holy Sword? A certain innate realm skill that was automatically ignored because it would make its practitioner uglier the more it was practiced. The Finger of Flowery Swords. Created by Wen Tingyun, the 48th sect master. The practitioner must be an elegant and handsome man, otherwise, please don't hurt yourself. God, this skill was tailor-made for me. Perfect, this is the one. Oh, the Finger of Flowery Swords? Yes, looking at your profile, I'd say that you're qualified to practice it. If I'm not a fit for it, then none of the male disciples in the whole sect are. The Finger of Flowery Swords is not only a cultivation method for improving internal strength, but also a fingering and sword technique to wound and kill an enemy. One might as well say that it's a collection of 10 martial arts in a single book. However, there are some troublesome bits in the basics of this martial art. You need to be in the company of beauties all day. Be romantic but not obscene. Be passionate but not abusive. Only when the innate energy in the body is immersed with the smell of young beauties, transformed into flowery energy, and the fingers are compelled to expel a sword tip-like essence, will the basics be learned. But to be with beauties all day long, there's only so much time I can meet with the matriarch every day, so there's no point in thinking about her. Qin Xinqi would do, but she's a very dangerous woman, and she's really not all that fond of me. She and her hates me to the bone, and the other girls in the sect are also avoiding me because I offended the Great Elder. Don't go. It's written in the manuscript that there should be at least 5 beauties, but the more the better. Don't tell me I'll have to hook up with girls from other sects? The next day. Huh? Your Finger of Nirvana today seems to be quite different from before. My injuries are healing at an astonishing rate. Ah. My innate energy is full and overflowing. I even collapsed the bed by accident. How could my injuries have been completely healed? In only 2 days, your Finger of Nirvana has progressed to the point of completely healing me. Is it possible that you lied to me last time? Sis you, how could you say such a thing? These last few nights, the sect founder appeared in my dreams and instructed me on how to level up the Finger of Nirvana. Do you see these black circles around my eyes? I haven't slept for several days. Fortunately, the Finger of Nirvana at level 3 worked. Otherwise it would have been troublesome if I get crushed by the Great Elder. Ahem, it really does seem that you went through a great deal of hardship. Fortunately you were blessed by the sect founder. I'm in high spirits today. Speak, what other rewards do you desire? Sis you, I haven't the slightest clue how to practice this martial art. I would like to ask you for some advice. Oh, the finger of flowery swords? You really did choose this martial art. It's not very easy to get started on this martial art. Actually, there's a very suitable place for you to practice this martial art. This is the place the third elder runs in the nearby city of Zhongling. Yi Qing Establishment. Is this the brothel run by the third elder, the Yi Qing Establishment? It's told that an artist doesn't sell his own body but his craft, yet when I look at that name it doesn't seem like it. The third elder has always been neutral within the sect, therefore she won't make your life difficult because of the hostilities between you and the great elder. And you're of great use to the third elder, so if you practice there, she'll probably lend you a hand. I'm of great use to the third elder? What kind of great use? I'm not in a position to reveal that. You'd better go see it for yourself. I have a very bad feeling about this. Now the only thing to worry about is the great elder you have offended. If she disregards her status and lays her hands on you, the outside of the sect is beyond my influence, so I won't be able to help. For that, I have a way. You have a way? I wrote a new book. No, wait, I looked into a book that's being handed down on the market recently called The Tears on a Beautiful Face of Lesbians. It tells the story about a heartless master who has a taboo love for her female apprentice. In her heart, she regards her apprentice as a queen and hopes to be mercilessly stepped on by her. Tisk, tisk. It's an utterly vicious book. You revealed your identity in the ending of the last volume of The Young Married Woman Zinchi. How dare you come up with a new book? Sis you finished reading it? Ahem. Phew. Of course not. I don't read such decadent writing. I just so happened to overhear some friends mentioning it. Naturally, I'm convinced that some villain must have planted the so-called maid by Xie Yen in the book to set you up. Exactly. This time, the author is a guy called Deja Vu. They even say that this, Deja Vu, may be Ji Yun Tao from the upright Tai Zan sect. I've been hearing for a long time that he's a handsome and elegant man. I don't know how many girls have fallen for him, but I never thought he was such a pretentious hypocrite. However, other people's rumors have said that it was Taoist nun Hong Ling from Ji Leguan who took up such a name to conceal her identity. As expected, she's a vixen from a demonic sect who lives by taking life force. She has no sense of shame. Matriarch, aren't you a member of a demonic sect too? Yet it's also told that the booklets began circulating from the towns neighboring the Buddhist Temple of Heaven. So those nuns were all a bunch of whores all along. A few days after the matriarch came to know about it, a pornographic book, The Tears on a Beautiful Face of Lesbians, began circulating in the areas neighboring the Tai Zan sect, Ji Leguan, and the Buddhist Temple of Heaven. Soon afterwards, the book began spreading in the Moqing sect. Because of the exceedingly obvious illusion of the content, the great elder, in a fit of rage, drew her sword and left the sect in a threatening manner. She could only vent out her hatred after cutting down the one called Deja Vu. Yet the one who she wants to cut down is Deja Vu, so what does she have to do with me? Not bad. This is indeed a treasured land to practice the finger of flowery swords. So you're Xie Yen? Third elder of the Moqing sect, Yu Xuanji. The matriarch sent me a letter to inform me of your request. At first, for such a trivial matter, I would have just sent a few servants to deal with it. However, I'm somewhat curious about you, so I specially called you for us to meet. As expected, your handsomeness is quite exceptional. It's just that you don't seem to be an eunuch as the rumors say? To not hesitate to deceive the whole sect and to protect you, has the matriarch's desire for love began to sprout? The third elder must be joking. I know my own limitations. Even though I'm as noble as a dragon and as handsome as a phoenix, I haven't been able to make the matriarch fall for me. As an elder she's quite remarkable. She could easily figure out with a single glance that my little Xie Yan is still here. She must know a lot about men. Her every move is overflowing with charm, mysteriously stirring a person's heart. I've heard she practices the secret of joy technique. Tisk, tisk. It seems that she has a much greater knack for it than Qin Xinqi. Indeed, you have a clear understanding of yourself. I have always been neutral within the sect, so I will not be partial to the great elder, nor will I swing to the matriarch's side. If you want to stay in this establishment, you have to agree to one condition. What's your condition? I seem to recall that the matriarch said that I'd be of great use for her, but she didn't go into any details. Wait a minute. Imagination. She practices the secret of joy technique while I, the young master, have a virtuous body, and I am also criminally good-looking to boot. Could it be that's what she wants? No, don't come. Scream. Scream all you want, but no one's going to save you. Wakes up. Stop speculating on your own. My first lineal disciple practices a lower-level skill in the same category as the secret of joy technique, the mantra of heartlessness. The way to practice this skill is to clash with men in the field of chasing love birds. Provided we outdo our opponent in this clash, and plant feelings in their hearts, we can rapidly improve our cultivation. Externally, you have a heavenly appearance. Internally you harbor a virtuous body. You are a man among men and a perfect fit for this situation. As long as any of my disciples can plant feelings in your heart, you'll be worth more than 100 men. Sigh. I was considering what the condition might be and it turned out to only be this? I accept. Are you aware what will happen if you fail in this clash, and become the person who's been planted with feelings in his heart? I'm well aware. The body and soul of the person who has the feelings planted in his heart will be reduced to a mere slave of the one who planted them, and will respond to their every beck and call, and grant their every plea. You already knew this? And you still accepted? I, Xie Yan, have ever lost in a clash regarding feelings with a woman before? All the times I barely managed to escape with my life was because of my peerless handsomeness. From the beginning, it has always been women licking my boots, and it's not now that I'm going to start the habit of licking theirs. What's more, Third Elder, you're exceedingly beautiful, enough to cause the fall of a state, and your disciples must also be quite the beauties themselves. If one were to clash with them and lose, let alone being reduced to a love-struck fool, wouldn't it be my fortune? If it were an expert like you coming out personally, I might have some reservations, but if it's only your disciples, a bunch of clumsy newbies, I don't even need to give a fart. Good. You really are admirable. No wonder you chose the finger of flowery swords. Everyone, come out. Young Lord Xie, please enlighten us. Mrs. Please, enlighten me too. Jesus Christ, so many of them. Did they call all the bitches in the building here? But this is also fine. My finger of flowery swords needs the energy of a huge number of beauties, and the more of them, the better. When people come across happiness, their spirits soar up high, and the young couples timely crowd together. For the next few days, I clashed together with these younger and older misses in the field of love. The drunk lean on new buildings, inviting in the bright moon, and in their dreams of beauty dancing with a colorful skirt. Contrary to my expectations, under the wing of an expert like the Third Elder, these disciples didn't behave like novices. The red sleeve adds to the night's fragrance. The spouse reading is delighted and her desire grows wild. But as proper artists in the field, hand in hand their gaze lingering on one another, and the soul mates roam about unhurriedly. What's up with the Third Elder's tastes? Why are they so similar to the matriarchs? A few days later, although the cow herd and the weaving maid are separated by the Milky Way, they can meet each other once a year. Dear Xie, we'll see each other again. I'll never forget these past few days I spent with dear Xie for my entire life. Dear Xie, I'll miss you. Wah, I don't want to be apart from dear Xie. Haha, he's indeed worthy of being called a man who's practicing the finger of flowery swords. All that flirting and his heart isn't even aroused in the slightest. The more difficult a man is to conquer, the deeper the feelings will be when they are planted, and the better the result will be. It's a pity that there are too many of us, and we can only take a turn once a week. Tisk, tisk. These bunch of vixens have some skills. To my surprise, they even know the principle of not trying to win someone over with their beauty over long periods of time, and instead opted for the moving someone with affection approach. I only fear that if I fall into their trap, the feelings will become deep-rooted and it'll be hard to get myself out of it. Too bad for them. I've learned quite a bit from the countless bitches in my previous life. I can easily tell at a glance if a girl is sincere or not. Their advances are of no avail to me. What I want is to collect the energy from these beauties, not to have some bullshit feelings planted on me. It is clear that I've always been together with countless beauties every day. So why is the skill making such slow progress? If things keep going like this, when will I reach the introductory level? According to the manuscript, if you truly want to practice the finger of flowery swords, being near a peerless beauty is only a stepping stone for success. Only when women wholeheartedly love the practitioner, and follow him of their own accord, can they produce the energy suitable for cultivation. And only when the practitioner has a large number of beauties admiring him by his side, indulging in his voice and countenance to their heart's content, can they absorb enough rich energy to allow the finger of flowery swords to reach the introductory level. I wish to reincarnate as a butterfly along with dear Xie and fly together through the skies. These days, even though I'm in the company of beauties all day long, I'm not having a good time in the slightest. It's more like we're having a duel with concealed swords, and each of their honeyed words are like the thrust of a spear. And every trace of love is a stab in the back. At this rate, who knows when I'll reach the introductory level? I won't have to stay in this brothel my entire life if I can't do it, will I? Since my face alone is not enough, I have to think of another way to make these vixens fall for me. If my face won't do, then I can only rely on my talents. I'll use all those Tang and Song dynasty poems under my belt as my entry ticket. No, that won't work. These bitches study the literary arts, and are proficient in all kinds of poems, songs, ditties and odes. Against them, it would be like giving the game away. Now that I'm thinking about it, don't I also have finger skills to send them into a world of pure bliss? A few days later. What are you doing here? The third elder asked me to attend to young Lord Xie. You'd better give it up. You have such a plain appearance. Even we can't handle young Lord Xie and you think you can? You're just wasting your time. Tonight the Plum Blossom Boat Festival is going to be jointly held by our Yiqing establishment and the Yunyu County Hall. Several elder sisters will be taking part in it, so the third elder asked me to look after the young lord. So that's how it is. Younger sister, you're going to be spending time alone with young Lord Xie, pitting yourself against him, so you must seize the opportunity, you hear? Who knows? Maybe the young lord will take a bit of a liking to you. Ha 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 ha. Young Lord Xie, I'll be the one taking care of you today. Miss, you look quite unfamiliar. Is this our first meeting? Ah. Whoa, watch out. Hey, this is my chance. I can take advantage of this to run into his embrace. Wah. Girl, are you all right? You seem to be preoccupied. Is there something on your mind? It's rare for a martial artist to be so clumsy. Wah. Why are you crying? Did someone pick on you? Wah, I really want to take part in the boat festival tonight, but I'm not as beautiful as the others are. Even the Gookin, the only thing I'm good at, is completely original and in no way better than my sister's gracefulness. So I'm not worthy of participating in the boat festival. Looking at your facial features, it's just that the inner line of the outer tip of your eyebrows were pulled back a few centimeters too much, which led to a less fashionable appearance. What's more, you don't appear all that inferior to them. In fact, you're better suited to be the heroine, rather than such a delicate little girl. But it's too bad that the current you is such a flawed piece of precious jade. What a pity. Then what should I do? Actually, I have a way to shave off your blemishes and brush off the grime covering you. With it, not only can you take part in the Plum Blossom Boat Festival tonight, but you'll also be able to shine more vividly than all the other unique beauties. I wasn't born into a life of immorality, it seems to have been karma that made it so. If only one day I can live a life in the countryside, then you needn't ask where I'm going. That's Lady Chi Lu from the Yi Qing establishment. Her singing is beautiful, and she is even more so. As expected, the music was so melodious and her voice so mellow. Every year, the Flower Boat Festival is jointly held by the Yi Qing establishment and the Yunyu County Hall, along with all the brothels in the city of Zhongling, to allow their girls to ride in the flower boats across the arch bridge and show off their talents at the same time. Lady Chi Lu, I love you. I'll always love you, Chi Luo. You're my waifu. No matter who it is, as long as you sprinkle flowers on Lady Chi Luo today, you'll be my sworn brother. If the people on the bridge have someone among the beauties who they especially admire, and want to elect them as the Queen of Flowers, they can buy baskets fitted with pink petals to offer to them. I thank you all. At the end of the festival, whoever obtains the most petals, will be worthy of the title, Queen of Flowers, in the city of Zhongling. It's Lady Meng Tang. As expected, Lady Meng Tang's dance moves me even more. Lady Meng Tang, I love you. You're my waifu. Huh? Aren't you the guy who just called Chi Lu his waifu? Why did you have such a sudden change of heart? Don't mind those small details. Tonight's trip was really worthwhile. As expected, these beautiful women are indeed noble and worthy of praise. Above all is the Yi Qing establishment. It just feels like if their girls didn't exist, the four arts of zither, go, calligraphy, and painting wouldn't either. It seems that the Queen of Flowers is going to be awarded to the Yi Qing establishment. We just don't know whether it will be Lady Chi Luo or Meng Tang. What do you want? We're all disciples of a demonic sect, and now that we've caught you, an awe-inspiring, inviolable, and righteous lady, what do you think we're going to do? I, Xie Daoyun, am a follower of righteousness, and vow to not live under the same sky as a bunch of demons like you. I shall never allow you to touch a single strand of my hair. Xie Daoyun, isn't that the descendant of the Buddhist Xinjai, the most long-standing righteous inheritance of the Han Empire? She's the most outstanding, righteous practitioner genius of the younger generation. She's killed who knows how many demonic sect disciples. How could she have been caught? Are you guys blind? It's clear this woman is a lead actress from the Yunyu County Hall. The very best one. Ah, I recognize her now. It's really her. But what is she doing? Is she acting out a play? She. Do you still take yourself as holy and pure, Miss Righteous? Now that your cultivation is crippled, you can only let us, demonic disciples, do as we please. Save me. Isn't there a young chivalrous knight who can save me? Scream all you want, but no one's going to save you. Come back, don't go. I really want to know how it ends. Isn't it petals that you want? I'll give them all to you if you come back. How shameless. Your county hall actually used such an underhanded trick. Acting out a play is also a kind of talent. We're still having a fair competition, and the visitors are enjoying it. Master of the Yunyu County Hall, Elder from the Blissful Temple, by Suyuan. At the back of the Yunyu County Hall stands the Blissful Temple, which is in no way inferior in power to the Moqing sect. These bunch of Taoist nuns practice the Yunyu double cultivation method, so they are very open-minded and in many cases more popular with men. Humph. I've carefully mentored Qi Luo and Meng Tang. I thought I could beat her this time, but I didn't expect that she still had such a trick up her sleeve. What's that sound? It seems to be a zither? All of the famous beauties in Zhongling have already showed up. Who's playing it? Is that Xie Yan? The sunset rays leave the sleeves of my dress. Passing by the people on the flower boat reminds me of the beauty of my hometown. I was skilled with my sword and good with my fists. It was common for me to brave danger. I met a beauty south of the Yangtze River, exchanged a night of mortal pleasures, and pledged my undying love. But my passionate self wasn't willing to give up the world. So, I mercilessly cut down our relationship with the blur of a sword. My troubled youth only left me with a scar. But my spirit will never grow old and the tune of my zither will never stop. I only want to come and go, freely as a madman and not as a chivalrous knight. Buy me 50 kilograms of flowers and scatter them for me. I didn't get about half of that song, but it has a unique charm. What kind of song was that? I've never heard such a strange and pleasant tune before. Is that young man in white an immortal banished from the heavens? Why does he look as elegant and bright as the moon? If that young man is a banished immortal, then that girl with a mask on her face must be a sword immortal. Her sword dance was as graceful as a flying swan and as refined as a roaming dragon. Well met, ladies and gentlemen. This is young Lord Xie Yan. The song you just heard is called Not as a Chivalrous Knight, and was specially written by him for myself. As for my maiden name, it's Meng Qinglian. So beautiful. She's indeed worthy of being called a sword immortal. Wow, what a nice name. Zhou Qinglian doesn't sound the slightest bit evil. It's so exquisite and refined. Much better than those other coquettish sluts. What's even more impressive is that her eyebrows are as dashing as those of a hero, her eyes shine as though they were stars. Her manner is neither bewitching nor seductive, but only natural and dignified, and hasn't the slightest trace of the pretentious and pampered attitude of other women. I've never seen a woman with such a valiant and melodious bearing. I never thought there'd be such a woman in this world. Sigh, if I don't get to see the sword immortal in the future, I'll surely lose my appetite for food and drinks. Don't go. I'm willing to spend thousands more gold to buy flowers. Please play another song. Now that I saw dear Xie today, there's no room in my eyes for other men. Looking at him was the biggest mistake in my whole life. At first, I thought the show I had prepared was unexpected enough, but I didn't imagine that you actually had such a couple lying in store. You may not believe it, but that woman's real name is Meng Shalwa, and she is the most ordinary girl in my establishment. Bullshit. Yu Xuanji, you actually dared to humiliate me like this? I'll never forget what happened today. Bam! I'll be sure to pay you back. I didn't humiliate you. She really is the most ordinary girl in my establishment. But how did she become so beautiful and why did she change her name to Meng Qinglian? The beauties of the Moqing sect are so noble. There's no way I could allow the Yunyu County Hall, an underling of the Blissful Temple, to get the better of us. I wonder if this gift is to your satisfaction, third elder? Xie Yan. You did all of this? Was it you who wrote that performance just now? And is it also because of you that Meng Shalwa's appearance changed so much? How on earth did you do it? My finger of nirvana can heal all kinds of wounds instantaneously, and although my sword finger is still weak and hasn't reached the introductory level yet, it's still sharp enough to be used as a scalpel. With the two of them combined, I can completely imitate South Korea's plastic surgery, which is one of the 4 modern-day magic arts in Asia. Add in the most popular ancient songs enjoyed by hundreds of millions of people, as well as a sword dance which integrates elements from popular dances, and you end up with something quite intriguing. But in an ancient world like this, which lacks the pop culture from the entertainment industry, wouldn't it astonish the whole audience? Surely, now all the beauties within this building are finally within my grasp. Thank you very much, young lord. What are you doing that for? Stand up. Young master is extremely skilled. He reshaped my appearance, taught me that sword dance, and made my name famous throughout Zhongling. Your kindness gave me a new lease on life. I, Qinglian, shall never forget this for my whole life. Since the Flower Boat Festival, the names of Xie Yan and Meng Qinglian have spread all over Zhongling and have become the dream couple of countless girls and young men. The day when dear Xie disappeared. The real one. Without dear Xie, she's been getting thinner with each passing day. South Korea's facelifting is indeed a weapon of mass destruction, enough to make a girl feel lost and desperate. And so, all the beauties in the building went crazy one after another, abandoning their reserve, wanting me to check up on their bodies. The flaws on their faces. There are also those who come to me to ask for advice on music and dancing, hoping that I, the great master of both, can tailor a tune fit for them. When beauties seek for me, naturally I can't be insensitive. Fortunately, I came from the information age, and have seen countless celebrities, with aesthetics much higher than what the girls of this world could possibly fathom. Young Lord Xie is the best. As such, several old-fashioned beauties with a mix of modern elements were born, and I created tunes and dances in line with their temperament for each of them. Because of this, the beauties have even begun to address me as Master Xie. We servants greet Master Xie. In this way, for the following month, I've been comfortably practicing in the Yi Qing establishment, writing and composing songs for the girls, and giving counsel to the third elder. It didn't take long for the Yi Qing establishment to overwhelm the Yunyu County Hall, for my reputation to begin to spread throughout Zhongling, to become the object of the wet dreams of numerous maidens, and to gain a heap of origin points from all the admiration and worship. On your guard. After so many days of hard work, the finger of flowery swords has finally reached the introductory level. However, because the innate energy in my body has been transformed into flowery energy, not only did my realm not advance, it receded. Realm. Acquired realm first layer, origin points. 661.104. Number of times you've entered another realm. 2. Cooldown has ended. But this is fine. The first layer of the acquired realm with the flowery energy and the third layer with the previous inferior quality innate energy are about the same. Moreover, my heavenly guard has become even more powerful than before now that it's being driven by the flowery energy. Oh. Someone there? I heard that Master Xie is leaving. The reason I came here was to practice the finger of flowery swords. Now that I have not only practiced it, but also came to know your sisters, it's time for me to go back. But I still haven't had time to repay Master Xie yet. Could it be that we sisters aren't good enough? Why is Master Xie so determined to leave? What's up with this situation? Don't tell me this girl is infatuated with me? This isn't good. If she can't restrain her feelings and devotes her life to me later, things will take a bad turn. Be it before or after the crossing, I made a commitment to keep my hands clean. What happened with that bitch Chin Zinchi wasn't my fault. However, the skill of refusing a girl who throws herself into my arms is a technique I'm quite proficient in. I can't lose the style of an extremely beautiful man, nor can I brush away her honor. Ahem. People have joys and sorrows, partings and reunions. The moon may dim or shine, wax or wane. Nothing is perfect. This has gone on since time immemorial. Silly child, when living life in this world, whether it is to go on a journey or leaving another side, meeting and parting is inevitable. Would that we could live a long life, at least we could live a fulfilling life. So that even if I am separated by the numerous mountains and streams, I will at least be content with basking under the same moonlight. Basking in the same moonlight. Would that we could live a long life, and together share the moonlight. According to my experience of being a man who escaped numerous love encounters, if you want to chop off an artistic girl's idea of lust for my body, just pour in a few random words into the scheme of a proper poem. Master Xie is right. It was I who was selfish and losing sight of everything. People with a free and natural character such as Master Xie are just like the moon. Their moonlight should be scattered to all the people in the world to deliver them salvation. I shouldn't be so selfish as to vainly attempt to make Master Xie dote on me alone. I'll definitely do my best to devote myself to spiritual practice so as to better myself. Then I'll come together with all my sisters in the establishment to serve Master Xie. As long as you understand, it's fine. Stay away. Don't ever come. By the way, Master Xie, the poem you recited just now isn't complete. Indeed, I'll now recite to you the full poem. Consider this as my parting gift for you. When did the moon begin to shine? Lifting my cup I asked of the heavens. Master Xia's finger of flowery swords has reached the introductory level. He will soon return to the sect. I can't wait any longer. Tonight is my last chance. I have to make sure to gobble up Master Xie. Why are you here? You vampiric wench. I can't believe you had the gall to intrude on Master Xia's quarters during the night. How shameless. Aren't you scolding yourself? Don't tell me you're here to admire the full moon when you came to Master Xia's door this late. Bring it on. Only the one who prevails can enter Master Xia's quarters tonight. Wait a moment. What's that noise? Master Xie is mine. Nonsense. Master Xie belongs to everyone. Don't push. We'll line up one by one. Or, we could all go together. We should follow the other's example. Right. An idol group? Yes, there are millions of different people in the world and each one of them have their particular tastes. Some people like the pure, some like the wild, some like the delicate, and some like the heroic. The women of this establishment all have their differing styles, so it'd be better to combine them to form an idol group. Called the 48 Fragrances. These 48 kinds of women would be enough to scoop up all the men in the world in one go. Though I have no idea if this world will be able to develop an idol culture. How large is your brain for it to harbor so many wonderful ideas? Why don't you just not return to the sect? If you stay here, you can pick any of the beauties in the building you desire. Any one? Absolutely not. If you want to build up an idol culture, you have to turn the girls into the most perfect goddesses in the eyes of men. It's taboo for the goddesses to get close with them. The 48 Fragrances is just getting started. It's only proper that I should avoid arousing suspicion all the more. Fuck you, with all the vixens in the building and you, the expert, here as well. If I stay behind, I'll sooner or later be reduced to a cripple. You're right. Given the circumstances, I can hardly impose on you. But in return for what you did these past few days, I'll tell you a bit of news. Great Elder Wu Lingxian came looking for me. What does she mean? Don't tell me she's going to do something to me. Don't be nervous. I've held back anything concerning you. Wu Lingxian just came to me to try to persuade me to join her faction and rise in revolt against the matriarch. Then what are you trying to get at, Third Elder? By telling me this intel, it's incredibly likely that this old hag is hinting that she's going to shut me up for good if I don't stand on their side. I told Wu Lingxian that I wouldn't take part in her struggle with the matriarch. I don't think you should go back. If you return, it's hard to say if your life will be guaranteed. You're very talented and I greatly admire you. If you stay in my establishment, not only will you be accompanied by beautiful women, but Wu Lingxian will also show consideration for me and not take any actions against you. In a few years, you'll surely become a wonderful person and reach a cultivation level just like Sect Master Wen. What do you say? The Third Elder truly values me. Could it be because of this fleeting appearance of youth or a few other exaggerated skills that are not worth mentioning? If it was the late Sect Master Wen, be it this time or place, he would have made the same decision. Third Elder, most likely, in your heart, you already know the answer. He's such an interesting and wonderful person that even I am starting to show a bit of affection for him. I hope he can survive from Wu Lingxian's onslaught. Yi Qing Establishment. Master Xie, my sisters and I have prepared drinks in the legendary library pavilion and would like to invite you to drink with us and admire the full moon. We wonder if you have the time tonight? Master Xie, the Zhongling Lantern Festival is tomorrow. I'd like to invite you. I greatly appreciate your kindness from the bottom of my heart, but I've asked the Third Elder to leave today and will be setting out from the establishment soon. What? Master Xie is leaving? Is it because we didn't take good care of Master Xie? With Master Xie gone, what are we to do? I came to Zhongling as a guest. I thank you ladies for the care you've shown me in these last few days. Now it's time for me to return to the sect. Master Xie, you're leaving. The scenery in Zhongling is so beautiful, and with us to accompany you, you'll never get lonely. Master Xie, wouldn't it be much more enjoyable staying with us and keeping us mortals company? Licking each other's wounds, not knowing when we will dry ourselves out, wouldn't it be better to seek the lakes and rivers than to stick together and face untold hardships? Living life in this world, there will always be some regrets. I hope you ladies will take good care of yourselves. In the beginning, I just wanted to secretly depart in the dead of night, but who knew that at the ferry crossing? To my surprise, Meng Qinglian and the newly formed idols troupe were waiting there to see me off. Master Xie, other than today, I don't know when I'll be able to see you again. So I asked all of my sisters to bid you farewell on your journey. Where will be when I wake up tonight? I'm afraid it'll be on a willow bark, facing the cold morning wind and the wearing moon of dawn. Since ancient times, the saddest thing for lovers is parting. And even more when it's in the bleak of autumn. How's one to endure? After the years have gone past, even if the weather and scenery were to become more lively, it'll still be just as rain. Even if I'm filled with love, who can I share it with? Origin points obtained longing, Lu Rushi. Origin points obtained adoration, Peng Minmin. Origin points obtained appreciation, Li Shishi. One by one, these girls actually became quite infatuated with me. It's hard to predict what will be lying in store for me when I return to the sect. The Third Elder's proposal was indeed really exciting. It even made me consider staying in this land of warmth and tenderness. However, the matriarch has shown me a lot of favor, and it'd be much too dull for me to only run away this time. Besides, the matriarch has already recovered. I'll feel more optimistic in this game with the Great Elder with her around. In this trip to Zhongling, not only did I make waves, but I also gained a big lump of origin points, and reached the introductory level of the Finger of Flowery Swords without a hitch. When I leave Zhongling, I'd better find a remote location outside the city to upgrade it. When I was still in the Yi Qing establishment, I didn't dare to casually upgrade it. The matriarch might believe me if I told her the sect founder appeared in my dreams again, but the third elder most likely wouldn't. Is everyone here? Wind style number 11, here. Thunder style number 7, here. Earth style number 14, here. Wind style. Excellent, everyone's present. As the one in charge of the Zhongling region, I've gathered you here to give you an important assignment. Shui Lu, Heaven style number 3. What the hell kind of assignment is it for it to require the gathering of all the assassins in this region? The Blissful Temple has spent 500,000 taels for us to assassinate one of the elders of the Moqing sect. The Moqing sect is one of the 9 great demonic sects in the Han Empire, and even though they're at the bottom of the scale, they're still a force to be reckoned with. She's an innate realm expert, to say the least. I'm afraid this may not have been a good deal. The sphere of influence of our clan only revolves around the Zhongling region, so this will be an opportunity to show our worth. Even if we take a few losses, it will be worth it. Moreover, the Blissful Temple also forked out an additional 5,000 taels for a secondary assignment. They want us to murder a man named Xie Yan. Who's this Xie Yan? Is there such a person in the Moqing sect? Recently, a handsome young man named Xie Yan appeared, who's known as the star of the city of Zhongling, but I don't know whether it's him or not. There's also a servant by that name in the Moqing sect. It's said that he was personally taught by the matriarch of that sect. His power should be around the 3rd layer of the acquired realm. The relevant details on Xie Yan are all on this scroll. It will be fine for just a few thunders to stay behind to deal with him. The rest of you will follow me. Since he's such a beautiful man, I'd like to have a little meeting with him. Commander, please allow me to stay. Very well, it's better to go all out, even when fighting an insignificant enemy. You, Thunder number 8 and number 17 will stay behind to slaughter him. With you at the 5th layer of the acquired realm and the other 2 at the 3rd, there shouldn't be any problems. He, you little rascal, you really do enjoy your BL. You've already toyed with 180 men to their deaths. I thank the commander for this gift. Perfect. So this is the power of the Finger of Flowery Swords at level 1. It can be turned as long or as short as one pleases with unstoppable force. And to my surprise, with a cost of only 10 origin points, it was really a bargain. At present, given the amount of my innate energy, the sword tip can only reach a distance of 1.5 meters. So calling it unstoppable might be a bit of a stretch, though ordinary weapons definitely aren't a match for it. My innate energy ran out so quickly. With the 1st layer of the acquired realm I can't even maintain it for half a minute. Isn't this thing a little too energy consuming? Since it only took 10 points to raise it to level 1, level 2 shouldn't be all that expensive either, so let me continue upgrading it. Origin points remaining, 653. Skill Mastery. Finger of Flowery Swords. Current effect. A sword finger made up of concentrated energy. It can be turned as long or as short as one pleases with unstoppable force. Upgrade the Finger of Flowery Swords to level 2. Whoa, what a strong response. System prompt. Your cultivation realm has advanced. Current realm. Acquired realm 3rd layer. To my surprise, the upgrade of the Finger of Flowery Swords to level 2 allowed me to return my cultivation realm back to the 3rd layer. Just 1 level up was enough to advance my cultivation realm by 2 layers. It's indeed worthy of being called an innate realm skill. If I keep it at around 1 meter, I can fight against other people for a quarter of an hour without any problems. But this isn't the most important thing. I can send out the sword tip to hit a target in the twinkling of an eye. Not bad at all. This is just like the 6 miles holy sword where you can release the sword energy from your body. Origin points remaining. 453. Skill mastery. Finger of flowery swords. Current effect. One can send out a sword tip to instantly hit a target. I can't believe the upgrade to level 2 actually used up 200 origin points. This is totally out of proportion with the amount spent for level 1. What changed in the upgrade to level 1 was the usage of the skill, but its nature didn't in the slightest. On the upgrade to level 2, the skill sharply improved, and my cultivation realm was also advanced by 2 layers. I'm guessing that most of the 200 origin points were used to advance it. No matter, let's upgrade it to level 3. Origin points remaining. 53. Skill mastery. Finger of flowery. Current effect. One can bend it and turn it as one pleases and move its energy as one wills. Your cultivation realm has advanced. Current realm. Acquired realm 6th layer. I went through a lot of trouble for this upgrade. It actually took me 400 origin points. But the results are impressive, since I advanced to the 6th layer of the acquired realm. And the best of it all, is that I was finally able to grasp the meaning of bending and turning it as one pleases and moving its energy as one wills. Go. With the finger of flowery swords at level 3, I can maintain control of the sword energy even after it's shot out. It's basically impossible for an ordinary person to defend or hide against it. Return. With my cultivation realm advancing to the 6th layer, the Heavenly Guard's defense has also developed accordingly. When the tide rises, even the boat floats high, hee. Even if it were Chin Zinchi, she might not be able to break through it now. But unfortunately, I'm now short on origin points. Now that my whole body is coursing with boundless innate energy, I really want to find an opponent to have a friendly competition with, since I only have these flowers and trees on hand right now. Alas, this is probably that lonely feeling of being invincible.